We are at the Lakewood Speedway in my hometown, Atlanta, Georgia, for the 17th race of Season 2 of the SCRL Lucas Oil ARCA Racing Series. The 0 car of Al Legacy will be leading us to the green flag. Start beside him is the 43 of Max Anderson. After the controversy that Jack Legacy was involved in, Legacy is going to try and move away from that. Jack will be starting in the 41st spot. There he is. Can't see him. This little blue dot. So, yes, I was about to say Langhorne. Lakewood Speedway is the track that we are running in dirt for this season. Normally I was going to do Illinois, but that track cannot fit 42 cars, well, 43, including the player car. We can't do Eldora, so that would be a bad one. Plus, people complained about that track in the truck series, so we're not going to do there. So I figured, let's do something different. Let's do something fictional, totally fictional, since this track has been closed since 1979. You know what? Let's do Lakewood Speedway. We have never ran this track in league, let alone series history, so we are making history. Who will write their name in the history books as the first ever winner at this track? We shall see in 15 laps. So, you guys wanted a fantasy season sometimes and schedule. Well, we are breaking with tradition. And, yeah, Lakewood Speedway. Hopefully it'll be a good race. And, yeah, that's all I got to say about that. Here's the command for the 17th time here in Season 2.
Drivers, start your engines!
Oh, yeah, and did I mention Sebastian Torres, our points leader, starting 39th? So, yeah. Sebastian Torres has a 210-point lead. With 3 races to go, he still can lose the championship. All it takes is one bad race. John Norton made this track. I mean, the original Lakewood Speedway was pretty awesome, but it had some problems, and he went around and he fixed those problems. So, great track maker, John Norton. If you don't know who he is, you need to know him because he is awesome. He's made Nazareth Speedway. He made Chicago Motor Speedway. He's a great, great track maker. Wish I had his talent so I could make something like Augusta International Speedway, that road course from, 63 or 64? Make Linden Airport the first ever road course. But John is awesome. So the AI is at once again 100%. Pull them belts tight. We are making history. First ever dirt track event, I think, in this league. Oh, this series, not league. Pace cars in. There's a green. We're racing at Lakewood Speedway. Al Legacy leads him off into turn number 1. Look at the 43 with a huge run on the outside. Max Anderson. And to turn 2. Down this back stretch. Still side by side for the lead. Al Legacy in his unsponsored Ford. The 43 in the Dodge. And the 43 with a huge run on the outside. Max Anderson takes over the race lead. And we complete the first lap under green. Into turn 1, Max Anderson floors it. Now the AI has been toned down to 100% to allow some quality racing. And all the ratings are the same. I double checked it before this race, 155-65, so we are all even. So no cheating by Jack Legacy. Jonathan King is in third in his beautifully painted 19 car. As Al Legacy is trying to make a race out of this, but nope. Max Anderson blocks. Max Anderson will lead yet another lap here at Lakewood Speedway. There's Jack Legacy running in last place. Sebastian Torres trying to move up. Remember, he has a 210-point lead over Tony Newman, so he doesn't have to worry that much. He just has to be consistent, have good finishes for the next 3 races, and the title will be his. Brian Fox right in front of him finished dead last at Iowa in the last race with a broken header. As we go back up front, nothing new. Al Legacy trying to get around the 43. But we just got a caution. I just noticed that. 22 and 35 car. We are slowing it down for most of the field. For the other half, they're racing it back. Max Anderson goes a little bit wide, but he will lead him off of the, fourth or fifth turn, and Max Anderson will lead him to the caution flag. There it is. As the field catches back up, we'll take a look and see what brought out the first caution of the day. So the 22 car, Marcus Sanchi, multiple-time race winner this season, racing beside the 35 of Ronald Maludanu. Let's see, 22 goes up the track in front of the 35. Make contact right there. And the 35 turns the 22 into the outside wall. Pretty decent impact right there. Sebastian Torres in the 42 car is able to avoid right here. 72, Jonathan Rains got a little piece of damage. And yeah, we have a 2-car spin in turn 4. Nothing too serious, really. We'll clean this mess up and we'll take you back to the restart. And we are back. No one is out of the race. We still have all 42 cars. Max Anderson is our race leader. Second is Al Lagacy. Third, Jonathan King. Fourth, Luke Rainey. Fifth, Jason Larker. Sixth, Evan Rudd. Seventh, Carter Friesian. Eighth, Tony Newman. Ninth, Cole Nixie. And 10th, Josh Barker. So Tony Newman, a championship contender. Second in points is in 8th. Sebastian Torres is in 38th. So Sebastian Torres needs to gain some spots if he doesn't want to lose a lot of points here in one event. Pace car pulls in. Max Anderson is going to try and get a good jump like Jack Lagacy did at Iowa, and lead every lap. And there's the green. And he does get a jump. Now Lagacy will have to try and catch him. Try and win back-to-back races for the Lagacy family, which they have done one time. That was in the Busch Series, where Jack won twice and Al won once in a 3-race span in the Busch Series. Single file for the most part. Evan Rudd trying to gain a spot. Not enough. Cole Nixie trying to go around Carter Friesian. This will be for 7th. Tony Newman on the high side. This is what Sebastian Torres wants. He wants him to lose a lot of spots. But Tony Newman goes, whoa, we got to spin. Steve Larker. Oh, no, oh. Yet another caution, and Sebastian Torres survived that, but he loses a lot of spots because of that. We are racing. No, we're not racing it back. All right, the 43, Max Anderson, is our race leader. We'll take a look at the second caution of the day. All right, the 94 car, Steve Larker, who almost coulda, woulda, shoulda won Michigan. Let's see, in the 11th spot, racing with the 90 car of Josh Barker. Looks like Barker goes down the track right in front of Steve Larker, and Larker spins out right in front of Zachary Fitzwater. Fitzwater avoids. Larker hits the wall. Here comes the 68 car, Nick Kennedy. And Nick Kennedy, wham! So Kennedy got damage. At this point, drivers are stacking up. 15 barely avoided. Here comes the 80 car. And 80's going to nail him right there. Bam! Then the 92. 55, 62. 5, 74, 72. Sebastian Torres, our points leader, just slams on the brakes, and he'll lose a lot of spots, but he won't get any damage. So that's one good thing, but the bad thing is he'll probably be around last now. Well, unless someone drops out. So once again, another incident in turns 3 and 4. We'll clean this mess up, and we'll see if they ended the race or not. So here's the rundown. We're going to get the green with 2 laps to go. The 80 car of Kyle Metz and the 5 of Eli Bright are both out of the race. We have 40 cars left in this field. Sebastian Torres, our points leader, is in the 38th spot. Max Anderson is our race leader. Second is Al Lagacy. Third, Jonathan King. Fourth, Luke Rainey. Fifth, Jason Larker. Sixth, Evan Rudd. Seventh, Carter Friesian. Eighth, Cole Nixie. Ninth, Tony Newman. And 10th, Josh Barker. So here's the deal. We're going to get the green. If a caution comes out between then and the white flag, we will go green, white, checkered attempt number 1. So Max Anderson is hoping, pleading, praying, please no caution. Everybody else is hoping, yes, please caution. Pace car is in. We'll see if Max Anderson can hold off this 40 car field. There's the green. Al Legacy got a better restart this time. 2 to go. Anderson goes a little bit wide. And to turn 2. Al Legacy goes a little bit wide. Here comes Jonathan King. We got 2 more turns. If a caution comes out between there, this race will go green, white, checkered. Anderson goes a little bit wide. Here comes Al Legacy. Nope, not enough. Still watching the pace car. Watching the pace car. This race is official. 1 lap to go. So no green, white, checkered. And to turn 2. Is Al Legacy setting up? I don't know if he has enough time. This track ain't that great at passing. Anderson pulls away, and to turn 3. He has to be perfect. And he is. And to turn 4. Off the final turn, Max Anderson dominates, leads every single lap, and scores a historic win here at Lakewood Speedway. Well, not that great of a race, but what can you do? It's a dirt track. So here are your race results. Max Anderson leads every single lap and scores, I believe, his first ever SCRL sanctioned win. Second is Al Legacy. Third, Jonathan King. Fourth, Jason Larker. Fifth, Luke Rainey. Sixth, Evan Rudd. Seventh, Carter Friesian. Eighth, Konixie. Ninth, Tony Newman. And 10th, Josh Barker. Points leader, Sebastian Torres. Where does he finish? In the 37th spot. Not great, but he won't lose his point lead, I believe, in this race. So, yeah. We had 2 drivers out of the race, Eli Bright and Kyle Metz. Well, race could have been better, but what you going to do? It's a dirt track. We'll take it to victory lane, I believe, for the very first time with Max Anderson here in the ARCA, well, SCRL. Here are your point standings at the 17th race of the season at Lakewood Speedway. What was once an insurmountable odds against Tony Newman, Sebastian Torres lost a huge amount of points. He came into Lakewood Speedway with a 210-point lead. He leaves with a 70-point lead over Tony Newman. So he lost a huge amount of his advantage over Tony Newman. So one bad race, and you can lose it all, basically. Third is Kevin McHugh, 170 points back. Fourth, Jeff Bright, 225 points back. And fifth, Truttle, 245 behind. Sixth is Nick Kennedy. 7th, Zachary Fitzwater. 8th, Matthew Johnson. 9th, Greg Lee. And 10th, Evan Rudd. 11th is Alexander Rowe. 12th, Richard Torres. 13th, Tim Randolph. 14th, Riley Spurley 2. 15th, Marcus Sanchi. 16th, Al Legacy. 17th, Jonathan King. 18th, Connor Thunder. 19th, Jay Barker. And 20th, Josh Barker. 21st, Steve Larker. 22nd, Keka Silverpaw. 23rd, Jason Larker. 24th, Luke Rainey. 25th, Eli Bright. 26th, Kyle Metz. 27th, Keith Stevens. 28th, Carter Friesian. 29th, Kim Nixie. And 30th, Brian Fox. 41st, Max Anderson, who won that race, gained 3 spots. 32nd, Jesse Turner. 33rd, Jonathan Rains. 34th, Joe Jefferson. 35th, Cole Nixie. 36th, Ronald Maludanu. 37th, Derek Edison. 38th, Ben Croach. 39th, Jay Jefferson. And 40th, Aiden Shepard. 41st is Simon Fox. And last in points, once again, is Jack Legacy. So the championship has just picked up once again with Sebastian Torres losing a ton of points. So we will see you next at the 18th race of the season at Road America. And until then, keep the hammer down, and we'll see you at the track.